Hey guys, before the video starts, I wanted to make an announcement that my YouTube channel now has its own official website. You can access the website by going to www.houseofcode.xyz. The website currently does not have much to offer to the end user. However, pretty soon, the user will have the ability to make an account and then upload their own forums and posts in order to ask questions about code and more. Hey guys, Paradoxio here. Welcome back to a brand new video, everybody. This is part 4 of our Building a Discord Bot in Python 2024 edition, and today we are going to be making cogs for our Discord bot. Now, in case you don't know what cogs are, they're basically separate Python files that we can implement our bot's commands and functionality into, and it's just a pretty good way of organizing our code, and it's a lot better than having all of our code in one singular main or bot file. So, to get started, we are going to have to import two new things. Now, luckily these things do not need to be pip installed, as they are included in Python itself. And the two things we're going to import are OS and async.io. Now, what we need to do to actually set up our cogs folder and its files is we need to go under our main bot's file, which in my case is YT Discord bot, as it houses my main.py and my token file. We're going to go ahead and right click on that, new folder, and we're just going to call it cogs. And in here, we can go ahead and make our cog file, which is just going to be test.py, and we're going to leave it blank for now. Now, what we need to do is we need to load these cog files as we start our bot. So to do that, what I can do is I can make a load method. So I can go ahead and type in async def load. And in here, we are going to make a for loop that's going to cycle through all the files under the cogs folder and only add the py files as the bot's extensions or cogs. So for file name in os.list directory, and in here I want to put in /cogs. And in here, I'm going to write a conditional that's going to check if the file name ends with .py. So if file name ends with .py, and if it does, we are going to type in await bot.load underscore extension. And in here, we're going to type in an f string, and then we're going to do cogs dot, and then brackets, and file name, and we're going to do some splicing to remove the last three characters of the file name, which is going to be the dots and then the py. So we're just going to type in :-3. And just like that, we have now made our load method. And what else we need to do is we need to make a main method in this file. So async def main. And essentially what this main function is going to do is it's going to call the load function. So it's going to load all the extensions and it's going to run the bot as well. So we're going to go ahead and type in async with bot await load and await bot.start. And then we're going to go ahead and run, or we're going to go ahead and pass in the token. So we can remove this bot.run now because we don't need it anymore. And instead we're going to replace it with async.io dot. Did I spell that right? Okay, yep. Dot run. And then in here we're going to call the main function. And that is it for our main file. Now we can go ahead and migrate to our cogs file. Now, setting up our cog is pretty simple. It just requires basic knowledge of object-oriented programming in Python. So we can go ahead and start by importing Discord. And then from discord.extensions, we're going to import commands. Same thing, same deal as our main file. And now we're going to go ahead and create a class. Now, something I like to do, and I don't think this is required, but I always name the class itself the same name as the file, just with the first letter capitalized. So I'm going to name my class test. I see most, if not all, discord.py developers do this. I don't know if it's actually required that you name it like this, but that's just good practice in my opinion. But in here, we're going to go ahead and pass in commands.cog. And then we're going to go ahead and type in def dunder init dunder, pass in self, and then bot. And then self.bot is going to be equal to bot. Now, how do we make our bot event or onReady event inside our cog? Well, first instinct, you might just copy and paste this and throw it into here, but there is one key difference. And that's that instead of bot.event, it's going to be commands.cog.listener. And in here, it's the same function name. But the main difference is this time we're going to pass in self. And then we can just print. And I'm just going to call this name is for online. Now, for the command, it is pretty similar. Now, I'm going to paste in this ping command from my last video, and we're just going to change it up for a bit. So, like the new way of setting our decorator for our onReady event, it's different for the command as well. So in a cog, it's at commands.command. Actually, I believe that's a lowercase c. Yep. Sorry, guys. And in here, we're going to go ahead and pass in self and then ctx. So whenever we're making a command in the cog, always pass in self and then ctx. If you don't pass in self, so if I just left it as this, I don't think you'll get an error in your output, but the command just won't even show up. So we need to pass in self. And in our case, we actually need to pass in self, especially because we can't just access bot. Instead, we need to type in self.bot. Excuse me. So those are the main differences when writing commands and events in a cog file. So after we have done that, all we need to do now is make our setup function. So async def setup. Then we're going to pass in bot. And then we're going to type in await bot.add_cog. And we're going to pass in a test object, which is just this class. And then we're going to pass in bot within that. And that's it. That is our cog. Of course, if your cog plans on using like more imports, you're going to want to import those as well. But other than that, that is basically how we make commands and events in a cog, and that's how we make our cogs. Obviously, you can have more than one cog. I believe my main Discord bot that I develop on my own time has like a moderation cog, a help desk cog, a leveling system cog, etc. So that's how we do it. Now we can go ahead and go back to our main function and just run like normal. And you may notice that it's going to create a PyCache folder. Now you don't really need it, but you don't have to delete it either. And now I can just go ahead and type in, what was the name of that command again? Okay, just ping. I can go ahead and type in ping. And as you can see, it responds, even though it's not part of our main file and it's just pulling it straight from this cog. So our ping command works perfectly. And that is basically it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video and would like to see more just like it, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join my Discord server. The link will be in the description. Also, about the website that you guys saw, in the beginning of this video. The link to that will be in the description as well. Be sure to give it a visit and let me know what you guys think about it, as I've been developing it myself. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, comments about how your day was, and you guys have a good night. Bye-bye.